Well, in a dramatic twist of fate, all of my trains have disappeared, and I've moved to Engage. Look at that. So today I'm going to look at this Athearn SD75M, as you can see there, in Santa Fe, but in N-scale, and it's not bad, although I don't really have a whole lot to compare it to. So let's open the box. The nice thing about Engage is everything comes in these nice little plastic boxes. Not very recyclable, not very environmentally friendly, but they do hold up very well, and I mean, most people don't toss the packaging. So here we go. Here is the tiny in-scale SD75 in Santa Fe. Alright, so first off, it's not particularly heavy. Maybe for, I don't know, for Engage it's not very heavy. The roof looks okay. As usual, the exhaust, well, isn't going to work very well in use. The fans up in the, well, the fan on the front doesn't look all that great. It looks just like stamped plastic. But these on this side do look a little bit better just because they go down a little bit deeper, so they actually look like they might actually have something underneath them. The grills on the other hand look not bad. You still can't see through them, but I don't know how close I can get and how close I can get with the camera focusing. That actually looks like it's focused. But the gills, I guess, on the grill almost look dirty, like realistically dirty, not like someone's pooed on them, but they look like a bit filthy and like grime and dust got on them, but realistically, so it doesn't look too bad. Then the front, we have Athearn's usual ditch lights that don't work. You do have a combined roof light and cab light, so the light that's in the cab is also what lights the roof, and it works okay. It's pretty dim. I'm trying to get a little bit closer to see if you can see the number boards, but it doesn't look like the camera's going to focus. And nah, it didn't look like it's having it, maybe. But it is 246, that is the running number. The little steps, or I guess they're steps on the front, look pretty good, not bad. There's a little window there on the door that's actually clear plastic. Little handrails aren't bad. One problem I have had with this is the paint on the snowplow is chipping off. You can see there, which is not good. There are little windshield wipers. They are stamped onto the plastic. There is safety tread all along the walkways. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, on the front too. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm trying to get it as close as I can, but this camera doesn't have the greatest focusing. The other camera that I've used before does have much better focusing and actually has the option of manual focusing, but I don't have it all the time. On the back, it's pretty plain, like a lot more plain than the front. The steps aren't painted. They don't look like they're separately applied. Like the front ones, I can't really tell. They look like they're just painted and not separately applied, but they look like they could be, if maybe. These definitely don't. The light at the back does light up. It's once again not very bright, but there's no number boards, there's no marker lights. There is a running number just above the light. Don't know if it'll focus. It's saying there's a face there in the handrails, right about there, so that's probably not going to help. There is a little bit of detail down on the bottom, well, just down at the bottom, there's some hoses. The couplings are the usual knuckle couplings that you get nowadays with modern N-gauge locomotives. And they've worked okay. Although I have noticed that sometimes, like once I first got the locomotive, the body was like popped up slightly, and so it wouldn't couple to anything because the body was too high, and therefore the coupling was a little bit too high. But I just like snapped the body down and it just popped right back down. So I don't know what that was about, but it's fixed. The handrails feel much better than the other Athearn one, the AC44 or something like. I can't remember what it was. The Canadian Pacific one, the ready to roll one. These tiny handrails are much better than its because it's so small. They've had to reinforce it and make it sure it'll stand up to a fly landing on it, and it's not bad now. Just bump the tripod. You can kind of see just above the handrail there's another grill and some little tiny warning signs also just above the front truck, right there, and also just above the fuel tank there. There's some warning signs that maybe if you had a microscope you could read, but as far as with the naked eye, I can't read them. There's also a little bit of cab detail. I mean, it is in scale, so don't get your hopes up, but you can see some seats and stuff inside there. Also, the handrail or the grab irons on the hood, or I guess the nose. I guess this back here is the hood. The nose of the locomotive don't look too bad. Not bad at all. So to put it simply, this locomotive is not too bad. I like it. It was my first, I guess technically, freight locomotive. I also got at the same time a P42, GE P42, I think. Yeah, that's Amtrak, and so I used it for passengers. So I have this and the P42 for passengers. Because what I did was I basically took all of my HO stuff and took it in the train store. They gave me a pretty good deal on it, just because most of it wasn't very old. They were happy to trade, and I got N-gauge stuff and also a load of track that you can just kind of see back there. So now I'm going to put it on the track and let you see this little guy run around.